Hello fellow hobbyists, I'm Jason and I'm going to show you how to paint Ork Boys right here on Level Up Hobbies. Let's get painting.
So to start, after I glued the model to the base, I used some AK Interactive rough terrain to add a little bit of texture. And then I primed the entire thing in black. You can use any black you want. This one was Stynylrez, just black primer. Now I move in with the airbrush and some gray sear, and I just hit all the areas that are going to be the green skin tone. I want to lighten these up because it's hard to cover black with the greens. But yeah, so hit those, and then in areas that I think I'm going to paint red later on, I lighten them up also. The first color I lay down is a medium brown for the base. I want to get this covered so I don't risk getting any paint on the actual model later on. You can really use any color of paint that you want to that matches the terrain that you're going for. Now it's time to start adding in that orc skin tone. And for this I'm using Elysian green. It's a nice kind of a green gold here. And it lays down really well over this gray sear, so it gets very good coverage. I put 2 coats on here before I'm finished, and once that's dry we'll move on. And now we add in the Goff's favorite color, which is black. So I pick out some of the items of clothes and or equipment that he has, and I just start coloring this in with some Abaddon black. And to add a little bit of variation, I switched to Mechanicus Standard Gray for the shirt here. It's a slight change from the black, but also keeps it in that dark spectrum for the Goff color scheme. Now to add even more variation, I start picking out pieces with Corax white. Some of these will remain white, some of them will be painted red in just a few minutes. Next we pick out a couple pieces of equipment that we want red, and for this we use Blood Angel's red contrast paint.
Hey guys, if you're liking the video and you want to help out the channel some, give me a like down below. You can subscribe, you can share my content, and leave some comments. All of those go a long way to helping out the channel. Alright, let's get back to painting.
Next I pick out all these little metal bits with some lead belcher. And now I make him a proper orc boy by giving him some checks on his weapon here. No orc is complete without their allotment of checks and dags. I take some more lead belcher and I start painting it along the edge of the axe here, and I just define that sharpened edge where all the paint's been ground away. I use some Ushabti bone to base coat all of the bone pieces, so the teeth, the horns on the helmet, and the claws on the necklace. Next, I take Athonian Camo Shade and I just paint this all over the skin. It gives a nice little recessed shade. And now I hit the rest of the model with some Agrax Earthshade. And this just adds a level of kind of griminess to it that kind of unites or unifies all the colors. Try not to overdo it though. I wet my brush and pick up some where it's pooling just because I don't want it too dark. And now that the washes are all dry, I start highlighting up the skin. For this, I'm going to highlight the face and like the upper arms, maybe the hands. And for this, I'm using Nurgling Green. It pairs very well with the Elysian Green. Now I use some Wazdaka Red and I start adding nicks and dings and little highlights to the red portions of the weapons. And now I take some Wraithbone and I highlight up the teeth and the horns on the helmet. Next, I highlight up the silver pieces with some Vallejo Game Color Silver. The final little detail is some Magos Purple contrast paint, and I just glaze that over his lower lip. Just build this up over a couple layers and add some nice color variation to it. And just like that, the Goff is finished. I went ahead and I sprayed him with some Vallejo matte varnish, and I added a little Goff detail to his back plate there. It kind of finishes off the details. I didn't go overboard with this because this paint scheme is designed to be used for a lot of boys, and I didn't focus on a lot of the details like highlighting. I didn't highlight up the boots or the pants or really anything from the waist down. I focused highlighting on the face, the hands, the weapons, and just limited that so you can use this and hopefully push out a lot of models in one sitting. I didn't time this, but it does not take very long to paint up a boy like this to a fairly good tabletop standard, in my opinion. So I'm glad you guys got to sit here with me while I painted this. Hopefully you can take some pointers from it and add it to your own army, or leave some comments down below if you have ideas or techniques that you use, and maybe I can put those in a video and show them off. Thanks again for joining me, guys. I'll catch you later.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me here today on Level Up Hobbies as I painted up this orc boy. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I publish new videos. Thanks again, and remember, build, paint, and play tabletop games. Later.